was fishing it. Turner, he asked about to ask me. He's like, hey, isn't this like your, you know?
Hey, everybody. We got Chad and Dee Fields with us tonight. We got Keith from HS Outdoors. And we had J-Dog for a minute. I don't know where he went, but I'm sure he will come back. But thank you, everybody, for watching this evening. We're not going to be forever. We'll be about an hour tonight, but we are going to talk about the pool party tournament that took place on July 17th of this year. And before we really get started here, let's go through and say hello to everybody in chat. I'm trying to get that pulled up here real quick. Let's see. Avid Fisherman is here. Avid's been in here for a while. Got Ernie Brown. Dean is in here and in the chat. Mike Greenwell. Got Betty Cross, Couple Crosses Fishing.
Why isn't it coming up?
Who else we got in here? We look around.
Oh, gorgeous. Crap.
Chrissy Brown is in here.
You broke his arm? Guess not.
And we are going to keep going here. So I'm assuming, I know I hand delivered Heath his plaque, but Chad and Dee, you guys got yours, right?
Hold on, I gotta fix my audio.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, mine was hand delivered because I come picked it up with all the rest of the stuff, but it was at Josh's house.
Yeah, I gave him a bunch of stuff. But let's see, we can actually bring those up for those who are watching. And let me find. I have been doing a little bit of behind the scenes work. We can pull them up one at a time here.
Look at that. Fan.
Smallest fish.
Smallest fish.
Hey, we targeted that fish.
That's right.
In honor,
Hey, we had you for a while, though.
in honor of Stan the man, we targeted that fish.
Hey, there is nothing. You know what? That was
We had you though. We had like a 2.5 or something for the long.
You guys had like a 1.8 or 1.6 or something like that, and they had a 1.5. So
Yeah, it was close.
I don't remember. I just remember the fish was tiny.
It was very, very close. Oh, there's J-Dog. Let's get him back in here. Welcome back, J-Dog. How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, I can't complain. Wouldn't do me no good to try.
Sure, what? Go ahead. I'll listen.
Nobody listen. That's good. J-Dog and Heath managed to make things difficult for me on pool party day. We'll just go ahead and say that because they managed to tie on the most.
We didn't tie. He cheated. There's a difference.
All right. Hey, I picked a spot out on the river. That's all I can say, but there wasn't no cheating.
I do see Mark from Catfish and Crappie has made it in. I'll try to catch everybody as I see him. Pontoon Jody, thanks for joining us tonight. And let's see here. I'm going to bring that up and show everybody this.
My phone now.
These plaques. Now I had these custom made. I had a guy that just really did, I think, a phenomenal job on these. He worked with me the whole time. Let's see who's sending me something here. He worked with me the whole time to get these looking just like I told him. I said I wanted them to look like almost like you're on a tablet looking at YouTube. And he was able to get the job done pretty closely for me. We've got Chad's up there. Everything's, the video play line is where it's supposed to be. And guys, that QR code right down there in the middle of the screen actually takes you to the part of the video where your plaque, basically where you won your plaque. So J-Dog, it's you. You guys caught 9 fish, tied for most fish. That's going to have your 9th fish in there. Heath and Jerry Parker is going to have their 9th fish. I was hoping Rob could be with us because I really didn't want to act like I was, showing off. But Rob and I managed to catch the big fish of the day right out of the gate, and then never caught another fish as the rest of the day until after tournament hours. But we have got now, Chad. What were you and Dee doing out there that day? Because we really haven't had a chance to talk and see what was going on there.
We suspended out on the Ohio for a while, and then we went into a little side cove where we actually launched the boat, and we drug around these little islands that were back there. That's where we caught the little fish. And then we went back out at the very end, probably the last hour and a half or so, and anchored up for a few.
And J-Dog, you were anchored most of the day, right?
All day. That's all I do.
Man, I know. The spot you were at, what was it, this past weekend, looked very similar to the spot you were at the pool party. So I'm thinking you're
same place, different pillar.
J-Dog's honey hole. He's probably run Chad out of it a time or two.
That's where Chad was at when he faced Larry.
Ah, that's how it happened.
And where'd Larry go?
And I think
that was that time that I beat the Tennessee River.
I think Keith is still muted on his end at the moment. We got
I'm
Kevin
unmuted. I was just ordering pizza.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Checking the chat, we've got Michael Williams in here now. Kevin from Palmetto Cats. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you. Carolina Real Streamer. Thanks for joining us tonight. And if you're just joining the broadcast, we are talking about the pool party tournament that took place on the 17th of July. We've got some of the winners in here tonight. And, guys, I happen to have, if we can get this to work, I have some clips from Pool Party for people who haven't seen it.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
I've got good clips from Pool Party. I was actually, you always say I'm mean, so I decided not to be mean. I decided to be very nice.
I have never, ever called you mean.
Man. But let's go ahead and try this out. We will start with the smallest fish, Chad and Dee Fields. And let's see if this works.
I won't use that big eye popper as much as he.
There we go. Miss D.
See, hold on, there we go.
And do a drift? Yeah, we're going to reset. Just about to.
Yeah, we might weigh that one for the small fish.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Fishy, fishy.
46.
I'll think now. 1 pound, 8 ounces.
Oh, we're still winning.
Here's your monster, since I didn't get to let you hold your last one.
So that would be 1.5.
Please, here, try. I have to hold him out this way to make him look better, right?
Good job, Dick.
Thank you.
So 1.5 pounds. That is our new small fish.
You stole my thunder.
That beat by 0.12 pounds.
Man.
That's pretty close.
What was it?
Yay.
Yay, congratulations. 0.12 pounds was what separated that. I think Heath, you and Jerry had a 1.62 for your smallest fish that day. So it was right there. Now we ran into motor troubles, I guess you could say. I don't know how many people know this. I think a few people have seen the picture, but we decided as we got closer to the end of the tournament, Rob and I decided to run back to the towards the boat ramp where we launched, and managed to hit a chunk of log floating in the Ohio River with the skeg of the outboard, and split that just like a splitting maul would. It was like we were splitting firewood. And so that put us out of commission for a few minutes. We had to beach the boat and get that pulled off the outboard. So, but while we were doing that, Heath and Jerry were on fire. They got into a honey hole out there and just went from having like 2 or 3 fish to having a tie for the lead. But before we get there, let's see if we can get this one to go. J-Dog, you said you were anchored all day, and I think you probably had the worst weather of all of us.
Yeah.
It looked like it was drizzling rain on you pretty much all day. We avoided it, so.
It was that and the wind coming through.
The wind was
like hot and sunny.
Yeah, we had good weather down at our end, but that front had passed through the day before. I thought it was going to really mess us up.
Well, where Dee and I were, we had a lot of the wind, but the rain was coming through, I guess, either north of us and coming down right across through Cincinnati where he was. And we were probably about 30 miles southeast of him.
That's crazy. That's crazy how that happened. I mean, we've seen it rain on one side of the river and not the other. And I know we've watched a wall of water come to us on the lake before. And,
I don't like talking about that.
But let's go ahead. I've got J-Dog was battling some weather there, but catching fish. And let's get this on here and show everybody in case they haven't seen.
The catfish.
They never did pull drag, so like I know he was
Big on your hook.
Go.
Yeah. Except for that general cat. No, he didn't.
Dog king. He thinks it.
The straight drawers, man. I of course, I've never had a flathead, so I don't know. Flathead, get that head down. That's where to go, obviously, today. Now, do you put like garlic powder and crap on it? Nothing on this.
I just asked. You don't have to.
Yeah. It's all about what? I know some guys around home go out there fishing. All they use that.
We got an hour and 45 minutes.
Right. Takes fish.
All right, fish in the boat.
Hey, monster.
Oh, that's J-Dog, man. He's getting nervous yet.
Very nice.
Boy. J-Dog's my hero.
Go J-Dog.
I had to keep that part in. That was great.
Let's not forget about, what did I call him? Sambro?
Sambro.
Instead of Sambo?
That's your fault, he said. I laughed every
Couldn't hear you there for a second, J-Dog. I think that was on my
I
end.
laughed every time you said that.
That's what he gets for believing the chat.
Oh yeah. How she didn't know better than that, but that's one thing I will take. I'll take a moment here tonight. she did and I may be prejudiced, but she did an awesome job hosting that.
Yeah,
Hosting that
he did
tournament.
really good.
And
Yeah.
and I
Yeah,
know she
especially for having to,
feed
just
the
having a
baby.
newborn.
Yeah. I mean, John was 2 weeks old.
Who?
Chadwick James was 2 weeks old.
His kid.
There you go.
I just gotta get the name right. So but
Hey,
yeah.
I think I said something to him about that when he announced that. I'm like, won't your wife have like a very small child? He's like, well, she said it was okay.
You got to run with her. She said,
Yeah, but to be fair, he still thinks it's okay to park boats in her spot.
well, she said do whatever you want. So I took that to mean that she would host the tournament. So
Did you get the tone of voice thing? Just go, yeah, do whatever you want. Because that doesn't mean do whatever you want.
It does in our eyes.
that's how you get boats. You end up, you say, hey, I'm gonna buy this boat. Do whatever you want, and then you bring a boat home. But
I don't think that's how that works.
But no, she did.
And I'm the one who's divorced. I don't know.
But she was on it. Man, I had some notes. I wish I had them here with me tonight. I had timestamps of every single fish caught during that tournament. Every weight.
More than we even thought.
Yeah.
If they were weighed, if they got weighed, she had the weight. She kept track of every prize she give out with the hashtag that did it, who won it. She was meticulous on doing that. So definitely set the bar high for me whenever we host or whenever I host the Tacticat next month. But
Well, we got to give credit to Mama Dunnigan too, right?
yeah, and I know I jumped in at one point and you had my mom telling stories on me. So
I would never.
I didn't catch much of it. I know she was telling stories about when I was little, and and I even warned her not to fall into that trap, but she made us to do it anyway. But
Good job, Mom.
good job, Mom. Thank you. She probably wasn't. I don't know if she's watching tonight or not. Probably. But let's see. We're going to go ahead and show Heath and Jerry's video here real quick. Unfortunately, Jerry couldn't be with us this evening, but Heath is. And we are going to play this one now. This is where they tied it up.
Oh, looks like a good one. All right.
That's a nice one. That's a real nice one.
15-5. 15-5.
15-5.
15-5.
One more and you guys tie J-Dog for most.
Fish on.
Fish home. There we go. Hashtag Clearview in the comments or in the chat, guys.
That ties them up with.
There we go.
They don't.
Fish on. Fish in the boat. You just tied J-Dog.
Wow, we got a tie.
Uh-oh. Working up his chicken.
6-4.
6-4. Very nice.
Another Parker chicken fish to tie it up. Shameful.
I got to explain to y'all something. That morning, my boat would not run because I forgot to plug the fuel line all the way back in, and it looked like we were going to have to bank fish from the boat dock.
Mm.
And I was blowing Josh's phone up trying to figure out what's wrong with my boat.
Yep, I finally.
My boat is an old Sure.
And yeah, we had I looked down at my phone and it was just going crazy. And
Barely.
I told Rob, I said, we got to stop for a second, something wrong. And then by the time I found it, he'd already figured out what it was. But no, they were.
It's bad when you got to rely on the
There's
competition.
no light out here. So.
I know it. You know, it's you end up taking and
Hey, that's what I told Jerry. I said, well, my boat mechanics is the tournament host, so I'm screwed. We're screwed.
But that kind of comes that comes in real handy there. We've seen that before in some other things where people run into some difficulty and you have people somewhat close by and can go in and give them a hand. So, I mean, it just goes to show just how to word it, just how the catfish community really is. So, I mean, we're
Right. Yeah, we all support each other, even when we're fishing against each other.
yes, one big happy dysfunctional family.
I'm definitely rooting against you all,
Oh yeah. Well, we were trying. I thought we were going to. I had a spot scouted out. I thought we had something, and really thought we had something when
He honestly, truly, we scouted my spot.
I left mine alone.
2 weeks before, I guess.
Yeah,
I can't go that far down the river. I don't want that kind of fuel.
Yeah,
I only got 6.5 gallons of gas. I can't go that far.
Yeah, that's rough on the river. But,
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I got to stay right there around the boat ramp. That was only the third time I'd ever had my boat on the river. FYI to everybody.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well, then you did really good.
yeah, you can't complain about that kind of.
No, it's one of those things, and I don't know if you can say that, but you're puckered when you're out there because you're not used to it. And you don't my boat's not huge.
I've been out 200 times on my boat on the Ohio, and I still get that way from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think it becomes an issue if you ever don't. I think that's when you start having problems.
Yeah.
If you stop respecting that water, you're going to run into trouble out there.
Yeah. I absolutely agree.
Like the incident at Mississippi. That's one.
Mississippi.
That's the only other time in my life where I thought I was going to watch somebody die when I was fishing. So.
Yeah, Mississippi hurt you.
I heard the Mississippi and the Missouri were like kiddie pools compared to. Sorry. Our wannabe biker gang guy that just drove by. I heard the Missouri and the Mississippi were kind of like kiddie pools compared to the Ohio. I mean, that's what.
No.
Man. I've never been on the Missouri River. I know it moves. I've heard a lot of stuff about the current on that Missouri River, but I have been on the Mississippi when it is moving really, really good. When you get a 6 and 7 mile an hour current.
Yeah.
We've been on a lake under a tornado warning too.
That's true too.
Yeah, fishing a bass tournament.
You mean you were catching bait?
No.
No, we didn't catch anything, honestly.
No, we didn't do that good that day.
No, what? You tore your boat up.
That is true. We got Fish in the Mid-South, Sunfish Assassin, Mark Duval. Trying to go through and catch everybody as I see you in chat. If I haven't said hi to you, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I'm trying to control all the StreamYard thing. I'm quite convinced that my wife is now more fluent in StreamYard than I am. So
you get there.
I'm perfectly okay with that. But we had.
He can host the events and he can fish them.
Well, I think the next one that she's fishing and he's got a host or something. I heard.
Well, she wants to fish Attack the Cat. We'll make that happen. That's I don't know that I'm prepared to turn her loose with a boat, but
Caitlin's been on the boat plenty of times. She can handle it.
Caitlin's been on the boat since she was probably about 3 or 4 months old, and John got her beat. Chadwick James got her beat.
Thank you.
He was on there a couple weeks ago, so he was probably 2 months old.
Yeah.
And went out there on the river with us. Caitlin was older than that before she was ever on the river. So they're gonna grow up on that river, be old river rats, and
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all.
my mom keeps saying at some point that, and I don't even want to think about this, but as Caitlin gets older, there'll be some boy try to impress her and take her fishing and show her like a 4 or 5 pound fish, and she's gonna laugh and she's gonna take that up for bait, So it goes.
Hey, I have a question. I have a question for you about your next tournament.
For me,
who schedules a catfishing tournament in the middle of bow season? What's wrong with you? I'm kidding.
I think we've just reached the point, I think, now where if it's a potentially good weather, there's probably going to be a live catfish tournament on the weekends anymore.
Well, if you haven't learned from me, it doesn't matter what the weather is. I'll send them out there to
get frostbite and everything.
Yeah, I had to take the propane, Chad. I had to take the propane torch and heat up the drain plug hole to get my drain plug into my boat for the winter blues, and then we sat out there and froze. And
well, like I said, I'm planning on doing that in January this coming year, and the early part of January instead of February. So
yeah,
it'll be cold, but
we should have been any other year. We'd have been fine.
I think so too.
Yeah,
but it was in
I've never seen
winter, a very long spring.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
last year was just insane. Everything.
Yeah,
the weather
whole last year was insane.
Yeah, it was all kinds of messed up there, but we had fun. I know I tried. I got talked into trying to eat Jello chicken, and I still had the propane torch in the boat, so I went ahead and cooked it. It's still nasty.
Is it as good or worse than the pumpkin spice chicken that you had?
I don't know. They're all pretty bad.
Yes, I still remember the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, we had pumpkin spice chicken that day, but we have had pumpkin spice shad. We may or may not have.
Yeah, pumpkin spice shad.
Yeah, we may or may not have.
That's any good? Pumpkin spice shad.
Hey, I tell you what, when you start cooking skipjack and eating it, then we're gonna have problems.
That is pure bait.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had skipjack in my mouth. I'd rather not do it ever again.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's on the blooper reel at Baldwin from like 2018. If anybody ever wanted to go back and find that, but no. Let's see here. We got a couple more clips left. I was really hoping that Rob could be in here tonight for this one, but just read Fishin to Miss South's comment. I got to try to get that one up there.
If it's about me, we don't have to.
No, there was. Let's see. J-Dog is licking his lips when he started talking about shad. So, hey, Rob's in here just in time. I just saw that. We got my buddy Rob in here. That's not Rob. Where'd he go? There he is. So he is just in time. We are going to show the big fish from the pool party tournament. Let me get that in here. And we'll do that now.
Hey, hon, fish on. 2 fish
I
on.
hear you.
No, they're caught together. Never mind.
Just hang on to that there, Parker. We'll come back to you in just a sec.
Okay.
Oh, that's a pretty kitty.
That's a little bit what's bad about drifting is when you get a fish, you get all jacked up.
That's a good kitty.
All right, let's get slimed.
Hit a big
Oh,
one.
that's a nice one, Josh.
That is a nice one.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wow.
That's what we
Nice.
were looking for last week, Heath.
Okay.
I want to get her back in the water.
Yes, let's get her back in the water. I agree.
I love them. But sometimes they're flimsy.
I had Rob verify it. 25.5.
25.5.
25.5.
Oh,
All right.
Guys,
And there goes our 25.5 big fish. That was our only fish of the day. And Chad's muting. I guess he's got motorcycles again.
apologies. Yeah, we got some very special people that live down here, so
Oh yeah, that's it. It happens.
Collecting. Hats,
I
Jack.
bet what
Where'd you get your hat at? I like that.
muddy water bait and tackle.
Oh, okay.
You know where Mason gets his bait.
Mason don't know where he
Just
gets
get
his bait. That's one of them their bait shops.
That Fishing with the Chad goes to.
There
hey,
he is.
I've got a
Whoa.
Parker pursuit.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Joe Jerry hooked us up with Parker Pursuit shirt. That is.
I wore it.
Let me get that real quick.
Did I wear it during our tournament or when we were catching bait? I don't even remember now.
I think it was during the tournament.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm wearing it again.
I pulled that up there. Rob brought that up, and I forgot to mention that. You know, here we are, the middle of July. Water temperatures solidly in the 80s. And when I picked that fish up and held that thing up, it dumped eggs all over the boat, all down me. I mean, she was absolutely full of eggs. So for a fish to not have dropped those eggs yet just seemed weird.
Oh,
And I'm going to put this up there just because I am so glad to see Mr. Dockery in here.
I just
I'm glad to
said you know,
see him in
Dockery.
chat. It makes me happy to see him in chats and in the live streams here lately anymore. We've missed you, buddy.
I may have forgot to ask that question, and I will do that tonight.
Hey, FYI to everybody, I don't have anything that says weekend angler on it at all. And I'm in like
Oh no,
60%
I
of the videos.
yeah, you do.
I don't.
I do.
That's
See,
the
look.
only thing I got.
Right at the top, it says the Weekend Angler.
Yeah.
I can remember when he was dreaming that up, asking me what I thought about it.
I had a sticker for Heath and then ended up forgetting to give it to him, and I gave it to a kid at the boat ramp who
Oh,
like
you
that
see where
stuff.
I rate? I don't even have a hat. You wear a hat.
I don't know anything about weekend angler hats. I don't think I have one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But,
I don't leave my house without a hat, and I don't even have one.
I barely ever wear one. But you know, we had. Let me get this back here. We had a historical moment during the pool party tournament, and we were talking about this a little before we went live tonight. And you know, it took place after the tournament hours had ended, so we really couldn't, unfortunately, count it. But somehow, I need somebody creative. I know, hopefully, Kevin is still floating around here from Palmetto Cats, because I know he's going to be able to help me out on this one. We need somehow a hashtag to get this next clip nominated for a Golden Whisker, because I think this is something historic. This is something that needs to be commemorated.
Go down in the record books.
And let's see what we got here. Oh, I think Rob's got a feeling that something's getting ready to go on. But
It was. I think it might be his most favorite fishing memory to
ever,
date.
ever.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and show that. Chad hashtag Chad lost.
Chad and D. Fishing with the Chad.
Hey.
Hooked on D fishing.
I know it don't count, but Rob's got a fish on if you want to see it.
We always like to see fish.
Yep.
I do see that.
There we go. I had to show you because I wanted to show you guys what Rob just caught a fish on.
Oh, remember them underwear I was talking about?
Ark, ark.
I'm waiting to see that Cooks and Hammocks style sunburn he's gonna have on that forehead of his.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Let's see if we got any good comments for that one. That one's good. Justin's fishing fetish. Gabby's dad's in here. Good to see you, buddy.
Hi, Gabby.
Hey,
if you're
Josh,
watching.
you're gonna have to rig me up a backlight. I need a backlight.
You need a ring light at Walmart. That's what I've got. They work out real good.
A ring light? I don't guess I know what that is.
That's true.
Because he was set up by the Fed.
What do you make fun of me for? I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Now, hey, Rob, I know you're in chat there. How was that worded? There was something about milk bone underwear or something. I forget exactly. Without going back and looking at it, I'd have to. I forget how it was worded. So hopefully Rob will put that in chat here in a second.
Well, it was only a matter of time before Rob would catch a fish on chicken. He does hang out with Chicken Man Barry Parker all the time.
Well, he's got a sticker on his bait cooler that says no chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got some very colorful metaphors in my messenger as to what he would rather do than catch a fish on chicken. And they're not appropriate for, oh, there we go. It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk bone underwear. That was a perfect explanation there. Let's see here. So we've got, whoa, I just hit the wrong thing. So we have covered that. So we have covered all the clips that I had. Once everybody, Chad and Dee, I'll start with you guys. What, anything you guys took away from pool party? Something that we could have done better? Something that you liked? However you want to do it.
Well, I would say something you could do better is give J-Dog and I some better weather where you guys had an advantage. If you guys can predict that, that would be great. Obviously, I think you did. I think just like against Brian B, I was sabotaged. I think J-Dog and I were sabotaged during the pool party. But no, it was great. I mean, it was actually an idea that I had even thought about too. Is I like to run my mouth about the Ohio. We own it and all that kind of stuff. And you put together 10 times better idea than I ever thought about. So I loved it. The pool party, the summer, get together with a bunch of friends. It's just a great atmosphere. Even if Bow Creek wouldn't have caught a fish on chicken, it still would have been spectacular.
And I really like we were saying, Christina, it was her first time, and she did an amazing job.
Christina?
Yeah. And I really like the idea of the different pools of the Ohio because, as you saw, each one was very different. So, yeah, good idea with the tournament.
Other than maybe a float tube contest, that would that would have been about it.
Yeah, I ain't getting on the Ohio no float tube. That is
Chicken.
that is not.
I'll tell everybody. Josh actually talked me into it, so I wasn't going to do it. And I'm like, if I go down there in my boat, am I going to die? And he's like, it's the Ohio River in June. I mean, you'll be all right. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And then, it was July. It was July.
You said June.
Whatever, July, June. So he talked me into it, and I agreed to do it. So, and I had a good time. It was a lot of fun. I'd do it again next year. Maybe I'll have a bigger boat by then and not have to be scared to death. But and I go out. I've been out on my boat several times since then on Ohio.
And Heath, you had not met Jerry in person before that day. Had you guys?
No, I'd never laid eyes on him in my life, and I agreed. Yeah, sure, let him in my boat. I don't care.
No, we had him. Rob and I had him good and worked up about a week before the tournament. We had told Jerry that Heath was dead set against chicken, that he would not allow it in his boat. He would not allow it for bait. And he's like, well, what if I sneak some on his boat and I start, try to bait a hook with it? I said, if he sees it, you're going to be swimming. And we had him so worked up. And, we really, we got him going, and then it didn't last as long as what I was hoping, but he tried to turn it around a little bit on us. But let me give J-Dog the solo layout here.
He was gonna quit.
And J-Dog, go ahead and tell us.
Josh is like, hey, message him. We can't put.
Go ahead, J-Dog.
Well, I enjoyed all of it. The weather wasn't the greatest, but it was fun. But Christina with the sand bro was my favorite part of all of it. So I laughed hard. It was fun. People got to see that I actually caught fish for once, and I enjoyed it.
And J-Dog, you were a last minute entry on us. You come in out of left field on us and tore it up, man. Tore it up.
I'm a sleeper. People don't know. That's what I like.
He was on it. Come in on the pregame show as Saturday's winner and backed it up.
I think I won. I think Parker cheated, but he ain't here to defend himself.
Well, he's not here to defend himself, so we can blame him.
J-Dog's all right for an anchor man.
Yeah, I was ready to trash talk the whole time, and he ain't here.
I know they were. We could have used some more current where we were, but I would like some more current. I would have liked the river to be about 8 foot higher than what it was that day. But
I'm extremely happy.
I thought it was perfect. I ain't dealing with that crap in my.
You guys were
John
catching fish. You guys were catching fish. I needed about 8 more feet of water and about another 50,000 CFS of current. We would have had some fish, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. And
it's not like you didn't know where we were at.
Hey, you have to. You what's your one coming up? Tacticats.
Tacticat.
You have to be tactical and change to the environment of the river because that changes every day.
Everything. Yeah. Yes. Changes every day. That's why I've got an app on my phone that I could look at, and it tells me what the river's flowing at. But Chad, you brought up a good point. I had some questions about that. My messenger has kind of blown up since that video posted yesterday, but we're going to do another tournament, live catfish tournament on the 23rd of October. And we're calling it the Tacticat. And I only have at this point one slot open for the 23rd. Now I'd said if you guys want it. All right.
I didn't even know you posted the video. Somehow I missed it.
I watched it, but I didn't get invited right here. I see favoritism going on.
Oh man.
It's fine. All
right. So me being the great friend that I am, that I won't call everybody else in the YouTube industry my BFF, like J-Dog did. Since J Dog has outfished me so many times in the last month or two, I will give it to J Dog.
Oh, that's nice.
People seen too
Because,
much of me.
because
I don't
right there, buddy. Right there, buddy.
Now, I have
you.
said I have absolutely no problem adding the 24th, which would be that Sunday. I have absolutely no problem making this a 2-day tournament. I didn't think that I'd have the, being late October, I didn't think I'd have the interest in it that has shown up. But if people are interested,
if the weather's cool, I'll be in a tree. So I am.
Yeah, I knew you'd be up there chasing a deer. So
You can't catch fish in a tree. What
I-
are you doing?
I've tried.
I've tried it. Yeah,
Well,
there's enough lures in trees.
Some of us have never killed a deer with a bow, and that's we have to do that. So
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
do great in that tournament. I can't wait to see him in there. And root him on the whole time.
You're gonna be J-Dog gonna be rooting for Chad to catch an 80-pounder right out of the gate.
That would be my luck. I'll catch a monster, and then I won't be able to find anything.
Mm-hmm. I said
you
if
know
somebody
what? If I open that tournament with an 80-pounder, I could care less if I finish dead last.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, that would.
I mean, I just don't care.
Especially out of the Ohio.
Yeah.
Somebody just called me a tree in the comments.
That would be Mr. Rob Chance for Bow Creek
That's
Fishing.
who I thought it was.
But let's see. Kelly Bullock had a question here. Are we still doing the next pool party on each other's waters or what? Next pool party will be pool party is always going to be Ohio River waters only. So
yeah,
that is.
Are you doing it again next year?
Absolutely.
Kelly Bullock.
We'll be ready.
Mark says he would go home after an 80. I'm telling you, if I catch an 80 fresh out of the gate, I'm fishing all day just because of. But yeah, I'm probably done at that point.
Well, from experience of seeing somebody catch an 80-pounder, you catch an 80-pounder, you're too tired to catch anything else after that.
I tell you what, I don't know. I had the chance yesterday. I was glad that I got to watch 2 stands and everybody catch that monster sturgeon.
That was amazing.
Yes, that deserves a round of applause.
Yeah,
definitely.
That was an awesome fish.
That's my goldfish or my bucket list fish. I want to catch a sturgeon.
I have seen small ones, but never anything like that. That was
3 hours away from catching sturgeon, D. That's it. Time to take you.
To what?
I missed it. His phone's acting up.
You're 3 hours away from sturgeon. Tell him to take you.
That's your next birthday gift, Chad. We know where Dee's going next year for her birthday.
Just go to the James. Yeah, that was an awesome birthday gift.
Thank you, Jeremy. I will check that after the show. Explain the pool party to Roger. I must have missed something here. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, Roger was. Roger unfortunately wasn't able to join us for the pool party. I was really hoping he could, but I don't blame him. I forget where he was at.
He went to the James River.
He was on the James River. That's right. I knew he was fishing one of the big waters, and I said we didn't blame him at all. But yeah, pool party was a for anybody that's asking, was a most fish caught tournament, solo or team, and we also awarded the biggest fish and smallest fish. So pretty much the Chad Fields format of catfish tournaments. Chad set the bar with that last year when he started out. He started these things, come up with them with the couples tournament.
Stop it.
And,
that was my idea. He just stole it.
I believe that.
I give credit to Betty Jean Cross. If she had not put the challenge out about her and Dee versus me and Brandon, I wouldn't have thought of it. So
that was really cool because she started talking about it. She's like, "You guys need to get involved in this."
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's actually where we met you.
How we
That's
met.
where, yeah, that's how we all met. You know, and,
Yeah.
and I said we went from that's
Well,
who,
she messaged me and she's like, "Have you ever heard of the Weekend Angler?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Well, message this guy." I was like,
yeah. I remember Betty was being a recruiter.
Well, and then you and Christina put out the video for the challenge, and it was like, oh, I think we're going to like these people.
yeah. And that's where you became my BFF, Josh.
Oh,
Don't steal my gimmick. There's enough of that going around. I don't need you doing it.
Evan said he'd like to see a pool party on the Mississippi. That would be.
Down and fish on my boat with me, but he won't do it. He's scared.
I scouted me out a bank spot on the Mississippi today. I found me a spot that I can drive my truck to within. I can drive my truck within 100 yards of a wing dike, and get out and just walk down on a sandy beach to get there. And I said, this is going to have to be. All I brought with me was an ugly stick with some crappie jigs on it to throw around. I was going to see if there was any skipjack around there. Caught a big old gar the second or third cast. So we'll be going back. We'll be going back and fishing that spot. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We don't need another live with the gar tearing me up like Sunday was. Man, they were hurting me Sunday.
I heard it had to have. I went to bed. And
yeah,
see it.
Yeah, we caught it. Ended up with a nice gar right there at the end of the broadcast. But
yeah, if you guys haven't watched it, J-Dog actually has a video about that feisty gar that him and his buddy were fighting.
Hey, I tell you what, I like those things. They get annoying at times, but I mean they're fun. I mean they are a fun fish to catch. And then once you have them in your
We can know that.
I'm sorry, Jada, I didn't catch that.
I said if you watched my videos, you would have watched that.
I don't think I've seen that one. There ain't no telling. I may have seen it. I may have slept since then, but I forget stuff. I'm good at that. You can ask my wife. But so we were talking about, we've got about 8 minutes left here and we'll be an hour on the broadcast. Real quick, just to go over the Tacticat tournament that's coming up. That's next month on the 23rd, and in all likelihood going to be the 24th also. Just from the amount of interest that I've had shown on this one. The Tacticat puts a twist on the tournament layout of most fish, and it does it by each fish has to weigh more. Ooh, shiny. Each fish has to weigh more than your previous fish in order for it to count toward your total number of fish. So you start out, you catch a 1 pound fish, you catch a 2, it's going to count. You catch another 1, it doesn't count. You know, and that's why we were joking earlier about catching an 80 right out of the gate. It's pretty much going to.
Hey,
an 80 is never going to ruin your day, but it's going to ruin your.
You know what? Like he said, I catch an 80 to start the broadcast out with. I will sit there the rest of the day, and I will point it out every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. I would love to
take a picture of it on your phone and save it as a background. Like, hey, I caught this.
I caught this.
I got this.
Yeah, I think definitely you'd have big fish of the day wrapped up.
Yeah.
But I know that I don't have my whole list of who all is confirmed so far, but I do know that Lyle and Cindy Stokes are taking part in Tacticat. Lyle messaged me first thing this morning.
I got to be in
it. Got to fish against Dad, huh?
The way he treated me last night on Panfish Nation, because he says I didn't even mention his name when I did several times. I'm gonna have to have something done with him. He's starting to be really forgetful.
You have to put him in a home. It's
Yeah,
sad.
see, all I had was
I'm thinking about it. I've got the application ready.
But I don't know. I know Jeremy's tournament cats. Jeremy messaged me. Said he's in. I wish I know Ernie and Chrissy Brown are in. I really don't want to say all this because I know I'm going to miss somebody. That's why I was writing it down earlier.
Yeah.
And
Would have let Christina take care of it because
I know
she's meticulous. She's
Miles
got it all.
says did not, Chad. So
I really don't think he did either.
Bless your heart, Lionel. Bless your little heart.
oh, that's
I don't know. Lyle,
that's
go
nice
back and
job.
watch the replay a couple times.
Avid said, Chad, this is not looking good for you here, buddy. The votes are coming in, and it's voting that you did not mention Lyle. Rob said he'd take care of Lyle.
You're just trying to get somebody to help you tie jigs, and you will hope he brings all his jig tying equipment.
We're going to be out. We're going to be out Lyle and Cindy's way early next month. We're going to take a trip out to Lake of the Ozarks. So if we can swing it, we're definitely going to try to get Lyle and Cindy out and try to catch a fish off the Lake of the Ozarks because it's not been good to me so far. But I've only been there in January and fished from the bank. So that was probably my problem right there. But
Isn't that
Can I give you a spoiler alert?
a bat? Man, never mind. You don't know what those are anymore.
go ahead, J-Dog.
Can I give you a spoiler for your tournament?
Absolutely.
Winner.
Really?
Guaranteed.
Calling it already, huh?
Guarantee it.
He wasn't talking about you. See, he's pointing at me.
He's going to write it deep.
My point is deep.
Hey, if I kill like a 145 or 150, can I cut into your tournament?
And show if you kill a deer with a bow, your first.
I mean, that'd be my first. So yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, I killed
yeah.
this one.
Yeah, we'll find. Yeah, I'll let you in there. I'm keeping one open spot for guests that want to jump in anyway. So that's why I was taking eight anglers. So we are going there.
I'm just playing.
But guys, looks like we've been at it for. Well, go ahead. Nope, lost it there.
No, I don't know. Something it's my computer's making a noise.
Yeah, guys, we've been at it about an hour tonight. I know there is a tournament going on right now on. I don't want to get it wrong. I want to say Green. Go ahead, D. What was it?
Yeah. Scuba Gauntlet on Green Machine Outdoors.
On Green Machine Outdoors channel, there is a live
Basically, take
7
all
to
the valves
midnight.
out of Green Machine, and you can find his channel.
Look, hey guys, look here. That is the owner of Muddy Water Bait and Tackle right there.
Hey, owner, look, owner.
Hey.
Hey, owner. Prices for hats and shirts.
I will message you.
Let's see if we can get that up there. They're doing a giveaway right now, it looks like, over at Green Machines. So, guys, we've been an hour tonight. Head on over, check out Green Machines Tournament. That's where I'm going to be. I will see you guys in the chat. Chad, D, J-Dog, Heath, I appreciate every one of you for stopping in tonight and for
Appreciate
fishing
you having
the pool
fun,
party. I'm glad you guys were able to be a part of that, and I hope you guys can be a part of Pool Party next year also. So, guys, thank you for watching tonight, and go check out Green Machines Tournament. And I will
See y'all over there.
see y'all over there in the chat. And we